The Global Combat Air Program, a collaboration between Italy, the United Kingdom and Japan, unveiled its new design for the sixth-generation fighter at the 2024 Farnborough International Air Show. What capabilities will this fighter have, and when will it enter service? Let's find out. The Global Combat Air Program, GCAP, is a multinational initiative involving the United Kingdom, Japan, and Italy to develop a sixth-generation stealth fighter. The program is designed to replace the Eurofighter Typhoon, currently in service with the Royal and Italian Air Forces, and the Mitsubishi F-2, used by Japan's Air Self-Defense Force. Initially, these countries developed separate fighters. Britain planned to build its next-generation fighter called the Tempest, and even showed off a model in July 2018. In July 2019, the United Kingdom and Sweden signed a Memorandum of Understanding to collaborate on Tempest, and Italy joined shortly thereafter. A trilateral follow-up agreement was signed in December 2020. However, Sweden later decided to withdraw from the program. Meanwhile, the Japanese Ministry of Defense's efforts to produce a next-generation jet followed a similar timeline to the Tempest project. Due to this and common tactical requirements for the future fighter, Japan, the United Kingdom and Italy announced in December 2022 that they would merge their separate sixth-generation fighter projects into the unified GCAP. This was formalized with a treaty in December 2023. In addition, in 2022, the UK and Japan agreed to jointly develop a new fighter engine and explore future air combat technologies, paving the way for GCAP. This collaboration is structured so that each nation is responsible for different aspects of the project. At the Farnborough Air Show on July 22nd, the three nations unveiled a new concept model of their next-generation fighter aircraft. Britain's BAE Systems said the concept, developed in collaboration with Italy's Leonardo and Japan's Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, features a much more advanced design characterized by a change in wingspan to provide improved aerodynamics. This new, wider cranked delta configuration should allow the aircraft to fly farther and faster while carrying more weapons and fuel. These benefits, however, come at the expense of maneuverability, which is down from both the original Tempest concept unveiled in 2018 and the official Japanese concept art for its fighter program. British aviation journalist Gareth Jennings said that the enlarged model's wingspan was comparable to the retired American F-111 Aardvark supersonic regional bomber. But while the swing-wing F-111 relied on flying at extremely low altitudes to penetrate defenses, GCAP will instead rely on stealth and standoff missiles. As such, it more closely resembles the FB-22, a proposed long-range fighter-bomber variant of the Air Force's powerful but short-range F-22A Raptor stealth fighter, which also had a very wide delta wing. But unlike the FB-22, the GCAP will be designed to balance air-to-air and ground attack missions. After all, while the FB-22 was proposed to complement the Air Force's specialized air-to-air F-22s, GCAP is expected to be equally competent in both roles. Still, the revised design suggests that GCAP's designers are leaning toward trading some agility for greater range and payload. This is likely because they believe these qualities will become more important, not only for ground attack and anti-ship missions, but arguably for air-to-air combat as well. In general, this aircraft will combine the defining features of the fifth-generation fighter with a number of characteristics that are expected to define the still conceptual sixth-generation fighter. These include sophisticated, secure data links that allow networking of sensors and weapons with friendly forces, helmets that display virtual see-through cockpits for pilots while monitoring their mental state to enable intervention if they are overtasked or unconscious. Integrated AI that will assist the pilot in many tasks, advanced adaptive cycle turbofan engines that can be reconfigured in flight to optimize either performance or fuel efficiency, improved engine cooling and gearless electric generators that produce 10 times more electricity to power sensors and perhaps eventually directed energy weapons. It is also expected to operate alongside autonomous collaborative platforms or adjunct aircraft, similar to the US Air Force's collaborative combat aircraft. According to Leonardo, it will be one of the most advanced, interoperable, adaptable, and connected aircraft in service globally, equipped with an intelligent weapons system, a software-based interactive cockpit, integrated sensors, and a next-generation radar capable of providing 10,000 times more data than current systems. The GCAP partners all operate stealthy, carrier-capable F-35B jump jets and, except for the UK, land-based F-35As. However, they want to build their own next-generation stealth jet that can fly farther and carry more internal weapons than the F-35, one that they can modify and export without restrictions from the US. This last factor could facilitate the integration of domestically built missile weapons such as the MBDA Meteor, Spear-3, and Japan's ASM-3 anti-ship and JAM medium-range air-to-air missiles. The GCAP fighter jet is planned to enter service in 2035. The development phase is scheduled to begin next year. Meanwhile, production of a flying demonstrator began in 2023 and is scheduled to fly in 2027. It will have an internal payload bay, a Martin Baker ejection seat, and EJ-200 turbofans used by the Typhoon fighter rather than GCAP's next-generation engines, although the EJ-200s will reportedly have a stealthy S-shaped inlet. In addition, a Boeing 757-200 airliner named Excalibur will be converted into an avionics test bed for GCAP's systems. It is expected to enter service in 2026 and will be used for GCAP's MFRS radar, infrared sensor, communications, and self-defense systems. All GCAP industry partners are steaming ahead with design activities for the next-generation fighter, said Herman Clayson, managing director of the program at BAE Systems. The industrial teams in the UK, Italy, and Japan have all been provided with one set of requirements and are working accordingly, Clayson said. He also shared that GCAP's industrial planning has not been affected by the US Air Force's recent decision to reconsider the path forward for its sixth-generation NGAD program. "I have all the funding today that is needed to support the program," Clayson said, echoing the perspective of the Italians and Japanese. Speaking of which, the total budget for the program is not yet publicly known, but it is known that the previous UK Conservative government committed to spending £2 billion on GCAP by 2025 and an additional £12 billion overall. However, it remains to be seen whether Labour will maintain this level of funding. While divergent national requirements and commercial priorities have undermined many previous multinational fighter programs, the partners have reportedly agreed on a single design document. Ultimately, the UK and Italy want GCAP to eventually replace their 4.5-generation Typhoon fighters, while Japan needs it more urgently to replace its F-2s, which are experiencing severe wing-cracking problems that make service life extensions undesirable. Both political and industry officials have consistently said that future exports of the aircraft remain a key priority. Saudi Arabia, which has been denied F-35 sales, has also expressed interest in joining GCAP, but has not yet been invited due to Japanese objections. Sweden was also in talks to join the program, but pulled out, saying it would reconsider in 2031. Well, who knows, maybe this is the start of a new era in international defense cooperation. And what do you think of this program? Is it better than the American one? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to always stay in touch. And thanks for watching.